Leo Tolstoy has a very famous story. It is said that in old Russia 3 mystics became very famous. Stopped coming to the church. The crowd of people had completely disappeared from the church. Now all the people had started going to those 3 fakirs only. The head priest there used to think, who are these 3, who became saints during my lifetime? Because there is a practice in Christianity that until the church does not recognize a person, till then he cannot become a saint. The priest became very worried because the popularity of the church among the people is decreasing day by day. Stayed. He decided that today those 3 beggars are not well. Today I will stay after teaching a lesson to all 3 of them. He was dressed in his full priest face. He wore a crown of gold. He took a gold stick with the symbol of the Prime Minister in his hand and started walking. All 3 used to live on the other side of a big lake to meet them. The priest reached the other side of the lake in a boat. Walking a little further, he saw 3 simple men sitting under a big tree. All 3 were silently sitting under that tree by crossing their legs. The priest went to them and said, "Are you saints on all 3, because of which people have stopped coming to my church?" All 3 of them said, "Saints, oh no, we are saints, for what we are not fit to be saints, so the people here say that we were all 3 sons. I don't know who spread this false rumor." Hearing this, crowds of people used to come here. It is increasing more and more. We are fed up with this crowd. We are not interested in this crowd. We want to live in solitude. It is good that you have come. Now you tell us about this crowd. This pastor was beyond happy. I started thinking that these people turned out to be very innocent. I will make the court stand. I will go after putting all 3 of them in line. Pastor asked, "But what do all 3 of you do?" He said, "Nothing, just sitting under this tree praying to God." The priest asked, "Where is the Bible?" All 3 of them bowed their heads down. The priest asked, "What happened?" He said, "What to tell now? From you all 3 of us are illiterate. We don't know how to read. What will we do with a Bible?" The priest was even more happy to hear this. Started thinking, he is illiterate yet he has fooled so many people. I will annihilate them. I will insult them in front of the whole city. Pastor asked, "Then how do you pray? Do you remember the prayer of the church?" Hearing this, all 3 bowed their heads down again. The priest asked, "What happened now? Why did you guys put your heads down again?" He said, "What to tell? I am feeling very ashamed to tell you that we do not even know how to pray." The priest said with surprise, "Do you not even know how to pray?" All 3 shook their heads in no. The priest said, "Then how do all 3 of you pray?" There is no meaning. So after a lot of thinking and doing a lot of maths, we made up a prayer of our own. Hearing this, the priest shouted out loud, "Did you make up your own prayer?" Prayer is generally accepted. It is written in me. It is thousands of years old. Prayer was taught to Jesus by God Himself. But you people made up your own prayer. He said, "We made a big mistake. Forgive us. We are illiterate, ignorant people. We do not know anything. Now the prayer you will teach us, we will do the same prayer from today. We fall at your feet. We made a big mistake. Forgive us. And you teach us your prayer." But curiosity also arose in the mind of the priest that sees what prayer he has made. The priest said, First you guys tell me your prayer. He said, no Maharaj, there is no meaning in the prayers of our loved ones. Don't embarrass us anymore. You would teach us your own prayer, but the priest did not agree. That's why at last she agreed to recite her prayer after repeated requests from the priest. He said, we thought a lot but we could not think of any prayer. Then we remembered that in Christianity 3 forms of God are considered, so we made our prayer on this. If you would listen to our prayers, you would laugh at us. After this, all 3 of them became silent. The priest said, hey, tell me, I will not laugh. He laughed and said, listen to many prayers in life, but never heard such a prayer. He started thinking in his mind, very stupid people, today I will go after putting them in a place. These 3 have to come to me in the church. All 3 of them said that you leave us, taught your prayers, and we will do the same from today. The priest began to eat them with church prayer. He said, once more. The priest recited again. He said, once more, and the priest recited for the 3rd time. He said, don't forget, once more. The priest narrated again. He said, one last time, and the priest said, don't panic, come to church sometimes, slowly your life will also start improving, and if you come every day, you will learn this prayer too. He said, yes, as per your order, and the pastor became very happy. He said, don't be afraid, I will forgive you for the discussions, and I will also get people to forgive you. He said, thank you very much. You are a great person. The pastor thought, let's bring these fools on the line for a little trouble. He sat on his boat and started going back. Noah had just reached the middle of the lake when there was a sound of some people shouting from behind. Pastor and Margie looked back, and their eyes were filled with tears. All 3 of them were running on the water of the lake calling out to Pastor. All 3 of them were running on water as if someone was running on land. Seeing this, the golden stick dropped from the hands of the 2 priests and fell on the boat there. This miracle was shown today not only by Jesus. All 3 of them stood on the side of the running boat and said to the priest, you should recite the prayer to us one more time, we are forgetting it. He says it starts like this. He says it starts like this. I say it starts like this. The argument has started between all 3 of us. Now let us debate or pray, so you recite that prayer to us once more. If not, the priest, he bowed down and held his feet and said, whatever you have told till now, whatever you have said, forget everything. Your prayer won and mine lost. Your prayer is the best, it is the best because it has been heard, and the truth is that from now on I will also pray like yours. I have made a mistake, that I underestimated your prayer, while the lack should be my devotion. I was weak in my faith, so my prayer was, so you guys forgive me? It will be a great favor. All 3 fakirs kept saying that you should recite your prayer to us once more, but the priest silently bowed his head and went away. Friends, if you want to hear more such stories by Leo Tolstoy, you can listen to them. The app is India's leading audiobook platform where you can listen to stories, self-help books, religious books, and biographies of famous personalities in audio format in your preferred language. If you download this app from Play Store and take its 1-year subscription, then it will cost you 319 rupees 9, but you can avail of it. Only 199 rupee if you use the coupon code WA50. But this coupon code is valid only for the first 250 people, so don't delay. Description one point is given on comment. Do check it out once. This story by Leo Tolstoy teaches us that it is not necessary that our prayers are taken from the scriptures. It should not slip a lot. Must be recognized by millions of people. If our prayer is true, if it is done with a true heart, then it must be done by God. Even if it is a simple prayer of 2 words, we get to learn from the story of those 3 sages that whatever you do not do it for the purpose of showing off. Whenever we do any work, our whole soul should go into that work. We should have full dedication towards that work. If we can do every work with this kind of dedication, then our success in every work is sure. As happened with those 3 sadhus. They did their prayer with such dedication. It was neither he nor his soul that prayed. Then his prayer became so true that even God could not help but listen to his prayer.